Stop frying eggs the old way already. If every time you fry eggs, your stove gets splattered with oil, the egg whites turn dry, and the yolks are so hard to control, then the problem isn't with the eggs themselves, it's with the way you're doing it. Just switch to one small trick, and you can still get eggs that are rich, soft, and beautiful looking without needing much oil or standing there constantly watching the pan. This is a simple tip I use every day, quick, easy, and way more effective than you'd think. Let's get started, shall we? Tip 1. An interesting cooking tip you absolutely have to try is combining cheesy fried eggs with bread in a way that's anything but boring. First, crack 3 eggs into a bowl. This is the main foundation of the dish. To make the eggs much more flavorful without needing complicated seasoning later, add 1 teaspoon each of dried onion, dried parsley, paprika, and a pinch of salt. Whisk the mixture well until the eggs are smooth and uniform. This step ensures the seasonings are evenly distributed, so every bite of the cooked egg is deliciously aromatic. The next crucial tip is how to create that crispy cheese layer. Grate a piece of cheese until you have about half a cup, or simply enough to fully cover the bottom of the pan you're using. Heat the pan first, then spread the grated cheese evenly to form a thin layer, like a cheese blanket. When the cheese starts to melt and bubble slightly, immediately pour the prepared egg mixture on top. At this point, the cheese underneath will gradually turn golden and crispy, while the eggs on top set softly and stay creamy and rich. While the eggs are cooking, quickly prepare the bread by slicing 2 pieces. And placing them in the pan to warm lightly, so the bread becomes gently crisp on the outside and warm inside. Once the eggs are cooked through, carefully place this crispy, cheesy egg portion onto the bread. To make the dish more complete and balanced, add a bit of ketchup and classic mayonnaise. This small trick helps cut through the richness of the cheese and eggs. Next, place 2 sausages in the middle of the bread. Fold the bread closed, and there you have it, a hearty, creative, cheesy egg sandwich that's both satisfying and refreshingly new. This tip not only makes breakfast way more exciting, but it's also very flexible. You can easily adjust the seasonings, type of cheese, or toppings to suit your personal taste. Tip 2. A simple but extremely effective tip. The first secret lies in how you handle the mushrooms. Slice the mushrooms into bite-sized pieces, not too small, so that when cooked, they still retain their tender, juicy texture. Heat the pan over medium heat, add a little olive oil, then sauté the mushrooms for about 10 minutes. Sautéing them long enough allows the mushrooms to release all their moisture, concentrate their flavor, and bring out their natural aroma. When the mushrooms are soft and slightly browned at the edges, don't turn off the heat yet. Instead, add about 2 tablespoons of ricotta cheese or heavy cream. This is the key trick that makes the mushrooms rich and creamy, creating a luscious, velvety mushroom cream mixture without needing a lot of fancy ingredients. Next, crack 1 egg into a bowl. Add a pinch of salt to taste. Beat it lightly. Then pour it into the pan with the mushrooms. Lower the heat to low and let the egg cook slowly. Cooking gently over low heat is the secret to letting the egg blend perfectly with the mushrooms and cream, resulting in a silky smooth texture that stays moist and never turns dry or watery. While that's cooking, quickly prepare the bread. Spread a thin layer of butter on a slice of fresh bread. Then pan-fry it until both sides are golden and crispy, crisp on the outside, but still soft and fluffy inside. Finally, scoop the creamy mushroom and soft egg mixture onto the toasted bread. Then top it with the other slice. With just a few small tricks in each step, what started as a simple quick meal transforms into a perfectly balanced toast, fragrant mushrooms, rich egg, and creamy butter, delivering a refined, delicious, and truly satisfying experience. Tip 3. A simple yet interesting secret that lets you easily make a delicious egg pizza right at home. First, prepare 3 eggs. Crack them into a bowl. Add just enough salt to taste and whisk thoroughly until the eggs are completely beaten and smooth. Next, place slices of bread on a cutting board and cut them into triangles, just like I'm doing here, making a total of about 6 pieces. Once that's done, set a pan on the stove over low heat. Add some butter, and wait until the butter melts completely and releases a light, pleasant aroma. At this point, arrange the triangular bread pieces in the pan to form a circle. Then pour the beaten egg mixture over the top, making sure the egg spreads evenly and soaks into every part of the bread surface. While waiting for the bread to cook, quickly prepare the toppings. Dice some bell pepper into small cubes and have some corn kernels ready, already separated from the cob. When you see the underside of the bread has turned a nice golden color and the top is starting to set, gently flip the whole piece over using a spatula. Then, evenly scatter the diced bell pepper and corn kernels on top. Lightly drizzle a bit of ketchup over the surface, just enough to add a balanced, sweet-tangy flavor. Then grate cheese directly over the top to cover the entire surface generously. Finally, cover the pan with a lid and let it cook for a few more minutes until the cheese melts completely, creating a mouth-watering, creamy egg bread pizza that's incredibly easy to make at home. You'll get a perfectly golden and crispy base, a soft and fluffy interior, and a harmonious, irresistible flavor combination.